Bowen and Company. We are going to go live tonight. It's 11 o'clock on Saturday night, but we're going to have a little bit of fun, and we're going to make some vintage style ornaments using these Dollar Tree sleighs and a whole bunch of these vintage pieces that I had from a village that I thrifted. I thrifted you know those Christmas villages, a whole tub of Christmas villages, the little houses and stuff. It came with all the lights. It came with all of these pieces, all kinds of things. I already have most of them in my booth, but we're gonna make some little vintage ornaments tonight using some Dollar Tree sleds and these little pieces. I thought that we would just do a little fun craft session tonight. I'm really wanting to do some little crafting lives with you guys. I know it's kind of late, but there's usually some late night folks on here, and if you're on, hey Carrie, or some early morning folks, or good afternoon, okay. Good afternoon, Carrie. But if you're just jumping on, you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you love high-end DIYs. So we're going to have a little fun today. And so I thought I would show you what we're going to do. I thought about doing this on a video, and I may do some on a video, but we are going to take these little sleds, sleigh, Santa sleigh, and we're going to make them high-end. These came from the Dollar Tree, $1.50 now. They're okay as is. I'm on live.
Can I get some Robux?
No. Go talk to Dad about that. Okay, so we've got these little sleighs or sleds, and they're okay as is, but I'm going to show you how we're going to make these a lot better, okay? So first of all, they have this little bow on there. I think that bow makes them look kind of cheap. Bowen, listen, I'm on a live, so you can't talk in here with your friend. Go to the other room, please. Okay, so you're going to take this off. I did this before. Let's see here. You're just going to untie it. What is everyone? Okay, so this one's already untied, okay? See that? I took off the bow. You see how it looks with the bow and without the bow? I think it looks better without the bow. It looks classier. So at the Dollar Tree, they had these in the red, and then they had these also in just the silver. So we're just going to, hello Joanne, we're going to cut off the tag. These are from Dollar Tree. What's everyone doing tonight? Are y'all crafting, just watching videos? Do what? Well, you need to go talk with Dad about that. Okay, so what I was showing you guys earlier is we've got all these little bottle brush trees and all of these little village pieces. So this is the easiest craft ever. If you have any of these little bottle brush trees or any of these little, see these little village pieces, and you don't want to do a village anymore, if you pick them up, I found this at the thrift store, a box of probably 20 villages or little, you know, like Christmas houses, all of these little pieces, and we're going to make some ornaments. So all you're going to do is, before I made them with hot glue, but I think we're going to make some with some regular glue. It might hold better. Also, I worry about if people were to put these in the attic with hot glue, then it wouldn't, we're going to put some hot glue in the middle and some around the edge. It would, if it melts and gets too hot in the summertime, they'll fall apart. So we're just going to take some glue and put it around here like this. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all see what we're doing here? I'll move the camera down like this. And then we're just going to put a, whoops, I've got something over here I want to show y'all in a little bit. We're just going to put some of that, this is from the Dollar Tree, some of that Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. And then we're just going to put some hot glue right in the middle so it will stick immediately, okay? But then the other, and you're just going to put it there at the back. It's just gonna, you gotta hold it down for a second so it will stick, okay? And then I'm just gonna take some of these little village people, see them? They're like people that would go in a village, and we're gonna put some glue around the edges. And then we're just going to put some of the hot glue in the middle so it will stick immediately. and then we're just going to stick them down in the tray or in the sleigh. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying that. So I had a little wagon from it. The way I got this idea is I had a little wagon ornament that like the Santa had come off of, and I did this same thing. I added a little bottle brush tree, one little Village People. I put it for $5.99 and it sold very quickly. So I thought, hey, I should go, or I didn't even think about it. I just sold that one. And then I happened to be at the Dollar Tree and I was looking at all of the different ornaments, and most of the ornaments, they just don't look that great to me. But I thought that these looked pretty vintage. They also come in like just a galvanized. If you didn't like the galvanized look, you could paint on black. But these were already red, and I thought they looked kind of vintage. What do y'all think? Do y'all think these look vintage? And you see, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take off that ribbon, because I think that ribbon kind of makes it look cheaper looking, and it just looks better with no ribbon, just the greenery and the little pine cone. What do y'all think? Do y'all like how that looks? Cute, huh? Hit that like button if you like it. So I thought we would just make some of those. I also want to show you something else. If y'all haven't picked up this horse paper, look at that. Look how pretty this is. I'm going to feature this on my next video. And so I'm sure they will sell out, but since y'all are on the live, I was going to give you a sneak peek of this paper. They're available on my website. There's a link in the description to my website, and I can't remember the name of this, but it's under the Whimsykel papers. I should have looked at the name. I just can't remember what it is, but you can find it. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful paper. I'm going to add it to a tray in my next video, so y'all stay tuned to that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you want to subscribe to my channel. Y'all have loved my last video. I'm so happy and surprised about how much y'all have liked my last video. I did add a little snow. Those are cute though. That is a good idea, Mitzi. Thank you. That on like a little snow on the pine cone. I think that would look really cute. I agree with you. Is that what you're talking about, on the pine cone and on here? I think I'll do that. Thank you for that good idea, or at least a little white paint or something. But I've got a what's it called? Frosting from DIY Paint, and if you mix that in with some white paint, it will make it into looking like snow. Okay, so I've got to get this little bow off of here. There we go. Oh no, the pine cone fell off too. Okay, I got to be a little bit more gentle. Okay, let's see here. I may put a little glue on there so the pine cone stays. I think that would be a good idea, to put a little snow, and then it would make it look a little better. Thank you for your suggestion there. Okay, so we're taking these little Dollar Tree sleighs. We're taking off the greenery. Mitzi suggested to put a little snow on there. I think that would look a lot better. And we're just going, can y'all see this? We're just going to reach into the, can y'all see this? I'm going to bring this down. We're going to reach in. This time we'll do a smaller one, and we'll do, look, here's some, let's see, that's a woman pushing a little, okay, here's some little carolers. Look at those little carolers. I saw when I was at Walmart, I had to go to Walmart on Friday to get some fake blood, so I had to mosey on. I never go to Walmart, guys. I just don't even go into that store. In fact, I don't really go into too many stores because they're dangerous. I want to buy everything. So I don't go in there, but I went in there and I moseyed over to the Christmas area just to check it out. This is a little bit smaller one. And they had some little, these like miniature type pieces. So if you don't, you know, didn't look into, oh, I just forgot to put the other kind of glue. I better hurry. If you don't have luck at thrifting these or have them in your collection, they did have kind of miniatures. They probably have them at the Dollar Tree too. But anyway, they're just like little miniature things. Look how cute they are though. I think they turn out so cute, and they're so easy. You could also, so Mitzi suggested put some snow on there. You could change out this to make it look more high-end. You could put a ribbon or something. In fact, I have some material right here that might be kind of fun. I was trying to make these other projects with these cinnamon sticks that I saw online, and it just really wouldn't do the trick. But we're gonna see what we can do if we change out this twine. But you see how you can enhance these little ornaments and things to make them look a little bit better. Okay. Oh, but you know what? It's got to be long enough to be the tie. Not quite sure that's long enough. I need to get a longer one. I wasn't thinking when I did that. Let's see here. Here's a... Okay, I have this fabric because I'm thinking about using it in my next video. So y'all always get some sneak peeks. Hi, Luann, how are you? So we're just going to cut this fabric a little bit, and we're gonna make a little ribbon holder for this ornament. Okay. So this is going to just jazz it up a little bit. Instead of that twine, we're gonna put this fabric. You can pick up fabric at a thrift store. I thrift a lot of fabric. And so we're just going to put this together and tie it. And instead of that twine, I like twine or jute, whatever, just like everyone else does. But sometimes I like to just change it up a bit. Okay, oh, it's kind of cute with something different. I don't know if it's necessarily necessary to do that. We're just going to cut the edges right there. Can y'all see that? Okay, and if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, y'all hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of good videos coming up, and I have over 100 videos that I have made. So if you're interested in watching any of them, they're on my channel. But look how cute that is. What do y'all think? Do you like it with the little, what do y'all think? Is it worth it to change it to that little ribbon? I don't know if it is. But yeah, we can add a little bit of, that's about the, I'm gonna see if I have any white paint right here. I might have some white paint really handy. Here's some white swan right here. Y'all don't look at this mess in the back here. It's really messy because that's all dried up. I need to get, I know where I do have some white paint. Where did I just saw it? Oh, over here. Let's see here. Whoops. We'll add a little white paint. You like the fabric? Okay. So this is, I can't show you all that. Hopefully y'all didn't see that. Okay, we're gonna take a little white paint. I've got a special collaboration coming up soon. It'll be coming up, I believe, November the 6th. So y'all gotta stick around to see that. So here's just a little white paint. We're just practicing here. And Mitzi suggested putting a little snow. I guess she's talking about on the pine cone. That already does look a little bit better. I can put a little bit, I'm just using my finger here. I'm just using a little white paint right here on my finger. And we're just making that little pine cone have a little bit of snow. And I think that does look better because that pine cone looks a little plasticky without it. This is just a little, yeah, I don't know if I like it either. The fabric's okay, but I think the twine is, it's not worth I don't think it's necessarily worth the effort. I also have that leather stuff. Did y'all see my last video? Hi Mitzi, thank you, I appreciate that. Did you see my last video where I used this, it's still right here, this, whoops, this leather for the cord of that little horse? Okay. Yeah, I think the snow looks better. Let's go ahead and put a little snow on this one too. This is the first one. I'm just gonna dab it on there. A little snow to make it look a little, that was a good idea. See, that's why I like jumping on here because I get new ideas from you guys. Okay, so there's a little snow on him. I don't know if it, hey Claudia, how are you? Okay, there you go. A little snow on there, it looks better. Aren't those cute though? And you see how easy, now I sold the other one for $5.99. I can easily sell it for $5.99 or probably even a little bit higher. What do you guys think? But see, don't y'all think that little sleigh looks vintage? And that's from the Dollar Tree. You just have to make a little change by taking off the, I'm gonna close this back up, by taking off that ribbon. I don't like that red ribbon. Do y'all like that red ribbon? Y'all vote. Do you like that? I think it makes it look kind of tacky. Bowen, please be a little quieter. Well, you're not gonna get them like snow looks good. Green fabric stands out nicely against the red. Okay. Well, if you were doing it for like your personal self, or you just wanted to change the look, you can definitely change that. So yeah, I like to go to the Dollar Tree. You know, some things they have there are good, but I mean, I think those, I think these look really good. You don't like the red, yeah, I don't like the red ribbon either. That's why I'm taking it off. So I thought it looked kind of cheap. That one doesn't want to come off for some reason. There, see, this one came off real easy. That other one's a little bit stubborn. And if, I almost tore my shirt. If you don't like that at all, I guess you could just take that off. But I don't mind that. Do y'all like this pine cone and the little pine? I think I like that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, y'all hit that. Y'all, it's all, you know, when I see this camera, I see myself, it cracks me up. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I do high-end DIYs. Have y'all seen my latest Ralph Lauren thrift flip video? It's very popular, and surprisingly, I'm getting a whole lot of views on that, so I'm happy about that. So if you haven't seen that, after this, you can go see that Ralph Lauren DIY video. Okay, there we go. Now, you could just leave it like that. It actually doesn't look bad just like that. But I'm going to take it up a few notches with these little people I have down here. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, there's a little snowman. But look at all these little things you can put in there. I'll put a bigger tree, and then I'll put that little snowman. I think maybe I can even put something else in there. Let's see here. Or here's a little couple. I like the little Victorian couples. Okay, I got to put this glue first. Okay, we're just going to put a little glue. Usually I just put hot glue.
I want to put in it too.
But I was thinking, Bowen, can you please go to your room? Please, or the black room, please. You're being too noisy. Okay, so then we're just going to put it down there. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if those little people will even fit in there. Yeah, they'll fit in there. Okay. So we're going to put this. What do y'all think about this craft? Y'all like this little craft? What do you think? Any cute, though?
Yeah,
Hey, Audrey. My daughter is talking to her friend on the iPad right here. Can y'all hear her talking? I don't know if you can or not. It kind of sounds loud to me, but maybe it doesn't sound that loud to you guys. Okay, so you got to hold it down just a little bit. But look, it looks kind of cute, huh? See? It looks like a vintage ornament because it's got, and I don't know how old these little pieces are. They might not be that old, but they look old. Okay, so let's, oh, what did I do with my snow? Oh, here we go. My white paint. We got to put some snow on there. I've been wanting to get on here all day long, but we had a date night tonight. My husband had, we went and got, yeah, see, I'm already messing up. We went and got a pedicure and a manicure. This is why I can't keep pedicures, or I can keep pedicures, but not manicures too good. I'm already getting my hands all, but this paint will come right off. It's just DIY paint, clay-based paint, so it'll come right off. But it works good as snow. Got a little snow on there thanks to Mitzi. Got the little bottle brush tree, and then the little people and a little snow. Isn't that cute though? What do y'all think I should price these for? The other one that was in just like a little, it was a kind of like a little red wagon or something. I sold it for $5.99. What do y'all think I should sell this for? You think $5.99 is a good price, or do you think I should sell it for more? What would you guys sell it for? Y'all let me know. Let's see if I can get this one. But yeah, so we had a date night. My husband wanted to take me to, well, we went and got a pedicure and manicure, and then we went to, I'll put this up so you can see me. Then we went to our, one of my stores where I have my booth at, out of the Cedar Chest in Gainesville, Georgia. We had an open house, a Christmas open house. So I told him I'd like to go up there and check it out. So we went up there and had some, I don't know what that, some refreshments. I had spiced tea, kind of like a spiced tea, a hot one and a cold one. I had both of them, and a cookie, and it was good. And then we went and got our manicure and a pedicure. And then he'd heard about this really good barbecue place in Flowery Branch. It's called the Whistle Stop, something like that. Anyway, we went over there at 7:30. It said they closed at 8. But we got there, it's got a little glue in there. on there. We got there and they were sold. It said they close at 8 or when they sell out. Well, they were sold out, so we couldn't go there. But this little town is really cute. It's just, there's not much to it. It's just kind of like a street or two, but it's like a walking street. There's a few little restaurants, but they had lights hanging up. It was so pretty. There's some little stores, and we went walking around when we went to go eat. I think this one needs that little snowman. We went to go eat, so we couldn't go to the barbecue place because it was closed, but right down the road, like literally like, I don't know, half a block, is a, what is it? It is a restaurant called Antebellum. Look at all these little cute, oh, look at that one, they're sledding. That might be cute with the snowman, but I don't think it'll all fit. Anyway, we went to that restaurant called Antebellum, and it's a very nice southern, we're in Georgia, so it's a southern style restaurant. We had fried green tomatoes, crab cakes, salmon, Caesar salad. We went all out. We hadn't had a date in a good while, so we went and did that. So that was fun to go do. Just my husband and I, and the kids all stayed at home, and my oldest took care of the little kids. So that was fun. Can y'all see this project? Okay, so here we go. So we went and did all that tonight, so that was a lot of fun. And then my husband and I have bought a big building that my husband's going to put his warehouse and office in, and then we're going to rent out the other side, and they're kind of building it out. It's a big empty building. So I told him I was going to tease all you guys and show you that building and tell you all that I was expanding. Anyway, here you go. Look how cute they are. Doesn't that look good? Okay, y'all haven't told me how much you think I should sell these for. I sold a similar one for $5.99. I don't know if I could sell it for $6, $7, $8.99 or just stick to $5.99. What do you guys think? And then we're going to put a little snow on here, so it looks a little bit more unique. And I think I'll just leave that twine on there, but you could customize it if you wanted to do fabric, but it takes a second longer, and I don't know if it's really worth it, to be honest. Because it's not really like an embellishment ribbon. It's just like a, the tie. So here you go. What do y'all think? Look how cute. Look at the little kids on there. Aren't they cute? And so all these is that I have a whole bunch of these. Look at all these little things. Oops. I bought this whole box of about 20 little Christmas village houses and stuff. And then it came with all these little bottle brush trees and all these little, you see this? All these little pieces and things like that. $4.99. Okay, I sold one for $5.99. I probably wouldn't go lower than $5.99, but I was wanting to see if y'all think I should go any higher. But if you think $5.99 that is good, that's good too. But look how cute they are. So if you have any of these little miniature things, now that I think about it, I think I sold these little miniature ornaments, a whole little baggies. They were little bitty though. They would have been cute too. But sometimes you can find miniature ornaments, and if you don't know what to do with them, something like this is a good idea, because you kind of put it together, and you can put them in like little bowls or little ornaments or whatever, and they kind of look cute. Same price, I reckon. Okay, fair enough. Because the name of the game is to sell these. I want to move it. I don't want to keep them till next year. I want to move them. Okay, there you go. We're just going to, uh-oh, something fell down in there. The tag that says China. So there's that. Where'd that little snowman go? He was so cute. Did I put him back in here? Well, this will be cute. Look how cute they are. Look at that little family. I think they're cute. Okay. Well, yeah, you can do how much you have invested, but sometimes I don't have anything invested, hardly any. Okay, so I didn't tell you, all those villages, all this stuff, I can't remember if it was $10 on sale for $5 or $20 on sale for $10, but it was a ton of stuff, a huge tub full of stuff. So I don't have much. The little sleigh was $1.50 plus tax, and then I guess I should have used my tax receipt, didn't think about it. And then these little things just came with that set. So I mean, I wouldn't say I have anything in these because I have like 20 of those houses I'm selling already, so not much. But this is the biggest expense, the dollar. Oh yeah, there's my little pine cone I'm missing. The $1.50 for the sleigh. So I gotta at least get $1.50 plus some tax out of it. So I want, and then when you sell it in the store, they take 10%. So I want to make some money off of it. Okay, what are you saying, Claudia? I can't see, but Diane, thank you so much for your help on that. Okay, so this little pine cone, I'm gonna put a little glue on it and stick it back. See, look, it's just like a little bitty plastic pine cone. See, can y'all see that? Okay, we're gonna put it in here. This is just going to be a quick live because I wanted to jump on here and just do something fun with y'all, and I wanted to make these because I've been just wanting to make them. I made that one, and then I bought these like last week, but I just haven't had time to do. Oh, I better cut this off to do an ornament. But I didn't see these red sleighs at all, the Dollar Generals. I just saw them at 2 of them. I went, not Dollar General, Dollar Tree. A Rusty Star, yeah, that'd be cute too. Yeah, I didn't see them at all of them. I probably went to like 4 Dollar Trees because I have some other projects I'm making. I was looking for some other stuff. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, I sold the other ones for that other one for $5.99, and it sold really quick because I really do think these they do look vintage. And I always look at the Dollar Tree store or Dollar Tree to see if there's any of the ornaments. Usually, no joke, there's like one I like, and then I have like 50 others, and the others are just, I don't know, they look kind of cheap or something. But this one I thought, because it actually is metal, I thought it looked old-timey and vintage. There you go. Hey, Leslie, you're not late. The party can start now. Here you go. We're making these little ornaments. I only have one more to make. But you can rewatch this after this. But see, I have a ton more. I actually have some more of these sleighs, but I think they're in my car. Did I already get paint on me? Great. I wasn't really planning on painting, so it wasn't going to be a problem. A tiny transfer. That'd be cute. Like a little bitty transfer on the side of it. That's a good idea. I'll have to look in my stash and see. I don't know if I have any that are that tiny. Okay, so is this the one that gives me a hard time? Okay, some of these ribbons. I guess you could save this, but I don't really like that ribbon. I don't think I would save it. It looks kind of cheap. Okay, so we're just taking, oh look, there's the little snowman. I found him again. Oh, look at this little, it looks like a little choir boy. Look at that with a little tiny dog. You see that? Look at that little bitty dog. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Look at that little snowman, and look at this little bitty choir singer with that little dog. I think that's cute. Okay, so we're going to take a tree, and we're just going to add some of this is the glue I got from the Dollar Tree. I have that. I usually use that Tight Bond Quick and Thick, but because I didn't put the little tip on it a long time ago, it's got too big of a hole, and it's kind of a pain to use. So I'm just going to use a little dab of hot glue in that tacky glue from the Dollar Tree right there. So y'all like Dollar Tree crafts? Okay, I've done some in the past. I just haven't done many lately. But when I added one Dollar Tree item, not the last video, but the one before, and I had some comments that y'all liked that, so I might, I don't know if this, I don't think this two are gonna fit. My goodness, I thought that was gonna fit. I need to find something smaller. There's not much space in here. Maybe just the snowman is enough, because there's not much space. Isn't he cute though? Look at that. Oops, so cute. Okay, and then we'll just add a little bit of paint. I'll have to see if I have a little tiny transfer. But I'm making these for one of my next videos. I'll make one or two for the video, and then I'll just show all of these. Can y'all think of anything else you would add to these little sleighs? Aren't they cute though? Oh, you know what would be really cute maybe is to get a little piece of that muslin, and then like I might have to do that. Then add like a little something that says joy or Christmas or something, and like tie it on. That would be cute too. The only thing is that would make it look real modern. You have to buy like 2 or 3. I know I bought 6 at first because I couldn't remember how many of these I had, and then I got home and I was like, gosh, I have a lot more of those. I could really pump these out, and they look so antique. So what do you mean you have to buy 2 or 3? Are you talking about online or in the store? In the store, you only have to buy 1, but online, I guess you have to buy more. So anyway, that's really it for these. So we'll show you, see how fast, okay, 31 minutes. Of course, I'm gabbing too and trying some new things, but we made 6 of them. Aren't they cute though? Okay, so we'll show you. This is the little snowman. We just saw that one. Here's the little, and look how they hang, aren't they cute? The little, what's that? The little boy sledding. Okay, yeah, I can never buy one neither. I'll show you some other things that I got. They're right over there. And then here is the lady with the little boy. See that? Cute. Yeah, it's hard to buy one. You're right about that. And then once you find something you like, you're like, ooh, I got to go to another Dollar Tree to see if I can find more of that. Okay, this is, I love this. Isn't that cute? Okay. And then here's these. But yeah, I don't really have hardly anything besides $1.50 because this, you know, case came with the 20 of those little houses. I had some of those little houses around here somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. I also have some cinnamon sticks I was thinking about making something with. I have all these little blocks, and I only brought this one and I painted it. A bunch of them have a hole already though. I was thinking about doing something with those. Not tonight, but another time. So anyway, that's basically all of those. Oh, that's the little one with the dog. It's so cute. But look how many more I can make. I can easily make some more. Did y'all like this craft? If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Y'all can easily make these and recreate them. They probably have little miniature things like this you can buy at the Dollar Tree just to make them yourself. But aren't those cute? I think they're cute. Okay, so there's that. And I was gonna do one more thing. Okay, so I did that bow video. Did you see the bow video? I don't know if y'all saw it. I loved making that bow, but not many people watched that video. But I think it will keep going and people will watch it. But I had so much fun. I could either end this right now or I could make a bow. What do y'all think? A fabric bow. And I'll show you how easy it is on live so you can see this. You saw it or you liked it? What are you saying yes to? Or maybe you're saying yes to Carrie. Okay, so here is this material. I always buy material. I had this out for my next video. So I bought this material at the thrift store. It says it is 1 2/3 yard, and I bought it for $1.50. Who knows when? It's been in my garage, in my fabric stash. And then this is another one I bought. I don't remember if it was on the same day or not. I bought every color gingham. Yes to the bow. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all this on real time. Y'all, this is one, I love this project, okay? Any kind of fabric that you have, your bow challenge. You're not going to be bow challenged after this. Luann, did you see that video I made, the last video? It was very easy to make that bow. And look at this, VIP print. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I'm just going to open up this material. I'm going to show you how easy this is to make. Okay, now, it might be better if it was ironed, but we're not going to iron this now. We don't have time for that. Okay, so, and this fabric isn't real, I'm wondering if that one will work okay. Should I use that same fabric I made in the bow video? This fabric might need to be ironed. I'm going to see if I can find that other fabric. I think it's just sitting right here. Where is that other fabric? I put it somewhere because I was trying to I've got stuff everywhere in my house right now because I'm trying to, I gotta take it outside and organize it. Let me see here. I do want to show y'all something else though. Okay. Here are some things that I got at the Dollar Tree. Okay, have y'all seen these? These are really cute. I'm gonna make some things with these. These are the wood cutouts. I like the snowflake. I thought they looked nice. I really was on the fence, but I went ahead and bought these because I thought they would be fun to decorate my booth with in the wintertime. They're these, the snowman cutouts. See how you can't buy one? I bought a bunch of those. Okay. The tree, this one is not really my favorite, but I thought, well, I'll buy a couple of them and maybe do something fun with that. But I loved these, and I got a bunch of these. I have a plan to make some really rustic type ornaments with these. Y'all see these? You get these for $8 at the Dollar Tree for $1.50, and it has some twine, but I'll probably use something else with those. But I bought those. So now if I could only find that other material, let me just see, y'all ignore all this mess in the background. I just had that material somewhere. Let's see if it's over here. Oh yeah, I gotta show y'all something else too. This is part of that stuff that came in that box. Okay, look. These are like lampposts, lights, more lamppost lights, more trees, all of these lights that go with the villages. And these are expensive if you buy them. They add up if you buy them on Amazon. But look, they got a whole box of that. Where is that bow? Where is that material? I put it somewhere. Right over. Oh, here it is. Okay. Over here. There's all this. I've got all this stuff lined up that I've got to deal with this weekend. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all this. This is the material. Have y'all seen the bow video? Where did you find those what? Where did I find what? Maybe there's a little delay on the comment because it's just now coming in. What are you asking? Where did I find these? I found these at the Dollar Tree. Or are you talking about all those lights and stuff? I found, oh, in the box, I found them at the thrift store. With all of those Christmas villages. I found like 20 little houses, and then all those little pieces that I made these with were in that tub. And I cannot remember if it was, all of that was for 20, sold for 10, or 10, what did I say? Or 10 sold for 5, but it was half off because that thrift store was always half off for a long time. Then they stopped being half off, so I stopped going because it was a little bit higher when it was regular price. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to make this. I know y'all, some of y'all have watched it, but I'm going to show it to you in real time. This is, look at how much fabric this is. And I have no idea if I paid, I probably paid between $1 and $5 for this. I don't pay more than $5. But look how much fabric that is. It's a ton of fabric. And can y'all see that color? It's like almost like a gray or tan with this maroon burgundy. Okay? But this fabric is really good because it's really stiff. So we're going to, I gotta move my water here. Okay. We're gonna do this in real time so you can see how easy it really is. And y'all, I think these bows are awesome because you can make it with any material. If I was going to make it with that other material, I would probably go ahead and iron it and starch it so it's kind of stiff. This material is a little bit stiff, and so it's very easy to make a bow with because it's a little bit thicker and it's a little stiff. So, but if you have regular material that's not that stiff, I would just iron it and starch it, and then it would make it a little bit easier. Okay, so you're first going to start off by just cutting. These are not the best scissors here. See if I can just, well, no, I don't want to do that and mess it up. So, okay, I'm just going to use these scissors, and you're just going to cut a rectangle shape. That's what you do first. Okay, see how easy that is? And you can make it whatever size bow you want to make. Okay, so you're just going to do that. Okay, for a tote, yeah. I don't know if it matters. I'm just saying if it's like, I would use some on the thicker side. That other material is okay, but I think it needs, the reason I don't want to use it is because it needs to be ironed, so it might not come out looking that good, where this is like thick. So all you're gonna do is, we're just gonna put a little strip of glue like that. Okay, hot glue, be careful. I'm doing this live, so I gotta be careful where, you know, on the video you can edit that part out. Ow, ooh, that's hot. So you gotta use something else. It's really hot. You burn yourself. That glue gun is hot. That glue is hot. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do this side. So this is going to be the top part of your bow, okay? Like someone said, maybe it was Leslie that said it on my video, that it would be very expensive to buy a fabric bow like this. You can buy the cheaper ones from Target and Walmart, and nothing's wrong with them. But if you have some fabric on hand, and you can make these for any different holiday, or like I was thinking like for weddings, talk about saving some mega bucks on some bows and stuff. Okay, so that's all I gotta do. You see that? Now, we're just going to put, let's see here, we're gonna put some glue like right there. I'm trying to remember this, because I've only made one, and that was on that other video. I wasn't gonna film it at first, and then I thought, why not film it and y'all can see exactly how it was to make this bow and how easy it is. But I thought for weddings, think about, you can make these at the edge of like to hang on the aisles, or you can make this for a wreath. You could make this for baby showers. Yeah, some red velvet. Yeah, that's what you said would be so pretty. And you want to know what? I ended up buying, I gotta find this ribbon. I went to Walmart after you told me that. I know where it is, it's over here. And I made a bow. I actually made one. Look at this ribbon they had at Walmart. Sorry, I'm bending over in the video. Okay, look at this red. They had kind of like a cranberry and then a red. But I did the same type thing, except for I didn't have to do this folding part. I'd folded it different. I'll have to make a bow with that too. But I did that for my booth, and it made a big bow. But I kind of had to play around with it because it was different than this. Okay, so here you go. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of pricey. This is $10 at Walmart. But you get quite a bit. You get 30 feet of ribbon, and I think it said it's 3.5 inches thick. It comes in that color and in dark green velvet, and I got some of the dark green. Okay, now I've got hot glue on there. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna put a little bit right there just so. Now, someone suggested that before you do this, you could stuff it, and that would be a good idea too. But we're not gonna do this now, but you could put some stuffing in there, okay? So, there's that. Now, I need to grab some twine. Where is my twine? Oh yeah, I got my twine right here because I was tagging some stuff. Okay, so I got this little cute thing. Look at that. Look how easy this would be to make. But I got this at, I saw someone advertise it last year, and it was on like, it was at one of those stores, Home Goods or something. But isn't that cute? It's just like, look how easy you can make this. A spindle with a little round. Wouldn't that be easy to make? It is the year of the bow. Okay, I thought it too. Okay. Okay, yes, you could make any of that stuff. I'm gonna get a longer piece. I didn't cut a long enough piece. Okay, because this is gonna be your hanger for your bow, okay? So now, all you do is this. Have y'all seen my bow making video? Okay, so, okay, wait a second. You're gonna put it like this, in the middle, okay? Take your string, and you're just going to tie it together like this, okay? And you're gonna double knot it. There you go. See that? This is going to be the top part of your bow, okay? Now, I'm going to show you something because I have one that's already made. Here it is. Okay, so on that last video, I kind of messed up. So I essentially did the same thing to this, okay? So all this is, look at here, can y'all see this? It's just fabric that I folded and glued. I'm gonna save y'all a little time. Yes, with the spindles, you could easily do that. So this is, I've already made this, so I'm just gonna use it. So we're gonna cut through. I need to find some better scissors. These are, I have some better scissors right here. Maybe these will work better. I have my good scissors somewhere. These are not, okay. So you got this. You understand what this is? It's just a piece of fabric that's already glued. We're saving some time. Okay, so we're going to put a little hot glue right there. This is going to be the part that goes in the middle of, you know what? I'm going to move it down a little bit. But it's not going to matter. We're just going to move it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you're just going to hot glue that. Y'all see how easy this is? What do y'all think? Easy peasy. If you want to see this, again, of course you can always watch this, but I have a whole video on how to make a bow that I did, and you can see that after this. And it's like step by step, all nice and explained, and this is like a real-time one. You just have to be careful because this glue is really hot. So we're going to use our scissors right here. And you got to hold it down a little bit. Yeah, with spindles. And I had the spindle, you know those spindles I showed you, I don't know if I made it clear, but that was only 1/4 of my spindles from that crib. I still have 4 more sides from sides. 4 more sides of that crib to cut up. And I also have tubs of spindles that because I've cut up chairs and bedposts and all kind of crazy things because I'm just like that. Okay, I'm glad you liked that video. I just thought one night I'm gonna play around and make, it was a school night, a work night, and I thought I'm gonna make this. And I told my husband, should I film this or not, because I've never made one. He said, okay, just go ahead and film it. And so I filmed it, and I thought I'm just gonna go ahead and upload it. And it's different than, you know. Okay, so now you see we got it like that. Look at there. And you're just gonna put it here, and you're just going to put it over there like that. You see how easy that is? If you think this is easy, y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Luann, what do you think? You think that's easy? I don't know if she's still on here or not. I can't tell who is on here or not. Okay, if y'all haven't seen Leslie Ledette Designs videos, y'all need to go check out her videos too. She has some great YouTube videos. Okay. But yeah, if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Okay, look at that. That's the top part of the bow, okay? Easy, right? Okay, now we're gonna do one last part of this bow. And we're gonna take this, y'all, I've got all these ornaments. I need to move them so I can have room to do this. Okay, Luann, are you watching this bow tutorial? What do you think? You think you could do it? I had to get a little water. And do you think you could do this kind of bow? It's very easy. The only problem is trying to cut this fabric on live camera. Because it's very, oh, there's 2 pieces. I didn't realize there was 2 pieces. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take this. Y'all look how much fabric this is. This is a ton of fabric. Okay, so we're going to take it right here. Move my water so I don't spill it. Okay. So like I said, if you want to watch that other video, so we're going to do, this is going to be kind of wide. We're going to have to flip it over. So you probably want to do it like 4 or 5 inches. It just depends on how thick. Let me see if that's going to be thick enough. Let's make it a little thicker. We're gonna do a little, we're gonna go over here, cut it like this. I'm gonna make it a little thicker, just a little thicker. Okay, so make it a little bigger, and then we're gonna cut it pretty long because you want, this is going to be the ends of the bow. It's much harder to do on live camera than it is on a video, because on a video, Jury is still, oh, come on, Luann, this is easy. Leslie's over there talking about velvet bows. Velvet might be a little hard though because of the material, the stiffness of the material, but it would just make a really pretty, like, what do you call that? Like a droopy bow. A really pretty droopy bow. Okay, so just depending on how long you want the tails of this bow would be how long you cut the fabric. Okay, so if you want a bigger bow, longer tails, cut the tails longer and wider. The thing is, you can customize this bow for any season. Yes, that would be so pretty. You can, yeah, on your cabinet doors. They'd be pretty on wreaths. You could put them on your windows. You can put them, I mean, anywhere really. Every time I start, whenever I talk to my brothers or my mom, yeah, a little stuffing in the bow part. Anytime I talk to them and they start telling a story and they go on and on, I say it's like Forrest Gump. You know how in Forrest Gump, what's his name, Bubba or whoever that is, he starts saying shrimp on a stick, shrimp kebab, shrimp whatever. I always hear that when I start making a list. This is where you got to be careful because it's hot. This is the only hard part, is that it's hot. But you just got to be careful. Okay, so we're just going to do that, and we're going to do this the whole length of this bow, and you're going to do it on both sides. Okay? What are y'all doing tonight? Yes. Wouldn't that be a good idea on your cabinet doors? Or I think that would be so pretty. Yeah, and you see you can make it any size. Have y'all made a bow yet, or do you think that you would make a bow? If so, what color would you make, and what would you do with it? This is only my second one, because I thought that they would be so pretty, like in my booth, or like you said, on the windows or cabinet doors, on chairs. I'm telling you, any kind of party you want to have, if you just want like a quick oversized bow. So I also put big bows on my stairs, at the bottom of my stairs. I put big, of my staircase, I put big ribbons, and usually every year I just change the, I've done black, I've done like a burgundy, I've done like a brown one year. Every year I just go, usually I'll go to like Hobby Lobby or somewhere, and I'll buy some ribbon, and then I've been using that ribbon every year. I'll just, you know, if you just want to change the theme without much cost, you can just change the color of that ribbon, and I've done that. This, like I said, is the only hard part. I hate getting burned by hot glue. I can tell you that much. You know, I saw these things, you can put them on your fingers or something. Okay. Only hard part of the whole bow is this hot glue, but this is the longest part. Yeah, Luann. What you gonna do, Luann? I mean, can you fold and use hot glue? If you can do those two things, you can make these bows. But I think you could sell them. Like, I could sell them in my booth. I think, I can't remember if I told you in the last video, but last year I found this huge bow. I'm going to show you how big it was. It was huge. At the thrift store, velvet, kind of tacky. It had gold on the edges, but it was humongous. And I had it on my paint, in my paint booth. I didn't want to sell it because it was cool. It was kind of, you know how some things are like vintage tacky, but you just want to keep them? And I didn't want to sell it because it looked really cool. Well, after the holiday was over, after Christmas was over, I hadn't taken it down yet, and someone wanted to buy it. And they said, what will you sell it for? I said, $150, because I didn't want to sell it. And they bought it for $150. This bow, though, was, the ribbon was big, but it was like, it was just kind of tacky. I don't know how to say it. Now, the only thing with this bow is this, because I wasn't paying much attention, it might not be real even, but we're going to be able to make it just fine like this. But anyway, so I thought I need to make another bow. I need some more hot glue. another bow for my booth like this. You could, do you have to make a new Christmas wreath? You don't have to make a new Christmas wreath. But yeah, you can use fabric glue too. I just don't know if fabric glue takes longer. Okay, so now you're just gonna fold it in half, okay? Don't fold it all the way. Like just double over, not in half. You see like that? Oops, you're just gonna fold it in half. Should try to get it a little bit more even. Okay, my one on the video wasn't hard because I was paying attention when I was cutting it, so it was real even. Okay, so you see, now you're just doing this number. You see? Okay. But like I said, if the fabric's not stiff, I would first of all try to use a stiffer type fabric. And if it's not stiff, then I would probably iron it and starch it so it's a little bit stiff. Okay. Okay, here we go. And like I said, if you're just now getting on here, I have a whole video tutorial how to make a perfect bow or large bow or something. I can't remember what I called it. But you can check out that video, and it's a step-by-step tutorial with all of this talking cut out. It's just, you know, a shorter. I think I made the whole video in 8 minutes start to finish, but it probably took me like 16, I think it took me 16, 20 minutes. Okay, so here's where we're at now. We got this, okay? Now all you're gonna do, okay, see this? Just put it like this. That's it. You see? Easy. Can y'all see that? You're just gonna put it like this, okay? Then you're gonna take this, okay? Now, I think you could also pin it. I think you could pin that with a safety pin. Would be another good idea instead of gluing it, okay? I think you could pin it. In fact, I think I would prefer to do that. If I had a safety pin handy, I would just pin it, okay? But, yes, I need to get some of those finger protectors. I've seen some people wearing that, using those. Okay, I think it would be a good idea just to safety pin it, but we're just gonna glue it because that's what I have right now in front of me, okay? Just gonna put some hot glue here. But if you have a safety pin, I probably would safety pin it, okay? And then you're just gonna hold it down. Okay, Luann, what do you think? I think it's pretty easy. If y'all are enjoying this video, hit that thumbs up. Look at here. I have this. I've got to finish this project. It's a hedgehog, but it's like the perfect paperweight. I'll just let it sit like that for a second until it glues, because I put a big old glob of that hot glue. Okay, so we're just gonna set it down there like that. Okay, and then we're gonna come down here. Okay, now you're gonna want to cut this at the angle. I never know if you should cut it this way or this way. I don't think it really matters. This way or that way, either way. Or you could do the, whatever you call that. But the problem is it might be harder to what do you call that? To turn it under. So you're just going to cut it, whichever way you choose to cut it, at an angle, okay? You're just gonna cut it like that, okay? You could just leave it like that, really. But on the video that I learned from, it was just like a little reel. They kind of did it like this. Now here's the part that is really no fun because it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna turn it under. I'm gonna do this a little different since we're on here because it was kind of a pain to do this. You gotta be really careful because of the hot glue. But I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right there and then hold it real quick. Because this material is thick, it's not as scary. A sparkly pen, hedgehog. Yeah, I know that hedge. You like that? Okay, that hedgehog. He works to. You just never know what I might have right here behind the scenes. A lot of times I also have these. Do not burn. I do not want to burn myself, especially not on live YouTube. Look here, this works too. This is just a insulator thing. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put that down, and then we're doing this one. Isn't that pretty, Bo? Had you seen the video yet, Claudia? Had you seen it? Well, hello, Knox. Knox is in here, but he's right off the camera. He's looking at, what do you think of those new ornaments we made? Do you like them?
These are ornaments?
Yeah, are they cute?
I thought they were sleighs.
Well, they are little sleighs. Okay, so we're just gonna turn it under.
Why did they go backwards instead of forwards?
Oh, it's because you're pulling. They're just meant to hang. Okay. He's getting me all flustered because he's standing here. Okay. So, Knox is 9. You 9? He's 9.
Didn't I on the sun?
And he just got braces. He just got braces on Monday. So, we're learning about those braces. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. What's going on here? Okay. This part's the harder part, is turning it inside, especially on live. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, there we go. We got it. Okay. See? You just turn it like that. You love my daughter? Yeah, okay, so one of them is my daughter. Oh, that's a good idea, Carrie. They said hello, Knox. Okay, so anyway, well, I appreciate that you watched the video and that you're still watching. Yeah, because I think you commented, didn't you? You're probably the one that commented. I just couldn't remember offhand about putting it in the, I think someone did say to put it, and I'm putting just a little dab right there too. I'm gonna do that so it gets, there's too much glue. Okay. But yeah, we had fun for Halloween. Okay. Okay, y'all. Look at here. The hedge, uh-oh, he's stuck to the paper a little bit. Look here, check out the bow. Good night, Luann, you can't leave yet. We're just now finishing. But see, if you had a little puffy stuff in here, that would work good. What do y'all think? Y'all, and then here, you're just gonna take this part. This is gonna be your hanger. You can put it whatever length you want to. And you could use a ribbon or whatever you wanted to right here. I just used twine. Good night, Luann. Okay, I hope she makes a bow. Okay, what do y'all think? Was that easy? What do y'all think? Easy to make? Now my kids are wrestling in there. They need to be getting to bed. Anyway, what do y'all think about this bow? Do you like it? And then all the little ornaments. I'm so glad we did this live tonight. It was fun. I'll show you the one I made from the other video. Ooh, I'm gonna grab it real quick. Here is my very first bow. This was the very first one that I made on the video. That video that I did for the video, and then here's the one I made tonight. Well, pretty close, pretty similar. This one might be a little bit bigger. Anyway, but you see how easy these are? So really, when I did my very first one by myself, my family was running around, but no one else was here. I'm quite sure I did it in under 20 minutes. But you see how, like, if you were getting ready for a baby shower, a wedding, Christmas, whatever holiday, just get the fabric. I would get a stiffer fabric or starch it. There you go. That's it. Isn't that fun? But yeah, some people said you could stuff this, and you could stuff that if you want to. This is what it looks like. Here's what it looks like from the back. So it still looks nice. Like if it was hanging on your door and there was a window, it still looks.
But it's not hanging.
Well, that one has that has a little bit of the paper on there from my paper. By the way, this paper that you're seeing here that I do my crafts on, that's from the Dollar Tree too. I thought it made a fun pattern for my Christmas videos. So I've been adding that. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, this live tonight. Subscribe if you haven't. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and I will talk to you later. Good night, everyone.